Imagine a gladiator that goes out into the arena, and he may win or lose. Ideally he wins, but if he loses, he wants to be so entertaining and so good for the show that the Caesar never does like this and never kills him, you know? So that's us, you know, that's the way we see our job.
Europe's third seed at Worlds.
G2 are destroying Fnatic.
Champions can fall, gods can bleed. Where were you when the West rose up to conquer champions?
Hi there, my name is Carlos, I'm more known as Ocelot, and I'm the founding CEO of G2 Esports.
He used to be a superstar player. He played mid lane. He made his name on a team called SK Gaming. But his ambitions were always bigger. And he started a brand, he started a team, and it's one of the most prominent, most successful esports organizations in Europe.
When you look at G2, you're looking at a brand personificated, so to say, right? Brand with attributes. You gotta think about G2 as a samurai, as the new age samurai, something like a combination of Deadpool and Tony Stark. You know, funny, self-deprecating, consistent, always making jokes, maybe a bit cocky, and they don't give a fuck. You know, that's what they're known for.
That was a good game, guys. Good game. Honestly, guys, I played good.
We don't care about being disliked, but at the same time, we do care. We do all of this so that we can entertain more people.
G2 have always been sort of the villains on social media and around the team. This is something that started back in 2017. They even did a whole campaign where they had like gold chains and commercials and be like, we're the best, what are you gonna do? It didn't work out for them then because they ended up fluking out of the World Championship, but bygones are bygones.
What you will see no matter what is teams going to Twitter and say, oh, the opponent played better. Well played. Just being super humble and being super just predictable, you know? That's the easy thing to do, you know? Imagine a classic footballer interview after the game as a perfect example of how fucking boring that can be. So we wanted to be everything but that.
You'll never be the best. You'll never be a legend. And you definitely won't win Worlds. Watch me.
You have this sort of, you know, like with this window of respect, like basic human decency that you never get close to touching, but inside this window, you do whatever the fuck you want. And we are the only brand out there, the only team out there that has this sort of culture and brand attributes in esports, period.
The G2 squad are one of the first teams to really take branding, social media, stage performance, and incorporate it into their gameplay. It reminds me a little bit of like wrestling performers and some of the storytelling that they do. They're being very deliberate with how they present themselves, how they want the audience to see them. They understand the power of these moments. A long time they were considered the bad boys of the league and nobody really liked them. Until they put the 2019 roster together, now the team has drafted in players like Caps and like Jankos, who are natural jokers. They're performers.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I just took off my shoes. Woo! And I feel really great.
Hello.
And I see Wunder took off his shoes as well.
Hey guys, my name is Marcin Janko-Zankowski and I play League of Legends in G2 Esports. We are kind of a bunch of clowns, but we really work well with each other, so we can be professional when we have to be, but at the same time we don't take things too serious.
They also thrive off the fact that they have some goofy members in G2 Esports. You have a Jankos who's always making noise, making jokes. You have a Perks who's constantly being cocky if he's winning or not.
I mean, working with these players is fun, but also draining in a way. Yeah, it's more like they're not that disciplined how I wish them to be. But at the same time, this openness gives them the confidence on stage to pull that crazy shit. So I know as a fact, like, sure, I could make them more disciplined, but that would take away somewhere.
G2 obliterate
SKT, look at all the death timers. They're looking to stamp their authority onto the SK Telecom dynasty and make their way to the final.
What makes G2 special is that they have, for the first time in EU's history, a true super team with 5 of the best players in their roles in their region if they all play to their top.
I think G2 has all 3 incredible laners, so a lot of the time they'll just be winning every matchup across the map, and the other thing they have is incredible flexibility in draft, so you never will have like 2 winning matchups against G2. They will always be the team with 2 winning matchups because they can flex like mages bottom, they can play AD carries top and mid, like they literally play everything. So that team mechanically is really strong, but also they kind of like win the game before it even starts in draft.
This is what peak League of Legends looks like, and it comes from Europe. A world record. G2 Esports 3-0 will win MSI 2019.
Our franchise player in League of Legends Perks, right? He's been with us for now 4 or 5 years. I told him once, Luca, trust me, I'm gonna give you the best possible lineup. We realized that AD carry role in Europe wasn't that good. He loves the AD carry role. He played AD carries in the mid very often. He said, you know, under the right circumstances, I could see myself playing, you know, that role. But there was only 2 people in the world he would be happy to change his role for. One is Caps, and the other one I can't tell, but he's playing Worlds.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it, the G2 Super Team. Is it going to be everything that was promised? Caps and Perks together on a single lineup going toe-to-toe.
When I announced that I was joining G2, a lot of people got like really frustrated. I basically left the team that was like the fan favorites, and we went to the final, and I had a good time in Fnatic, right? But I believe that what we're gonna have with G2 is like not like anything else that's been seen before.
Caps is running away. Decimating Smash comes down, but there's not a follow-up. Wonder's hunting Cagel, trying to get the shutdown gold. Cagel is worth so much money, but look at the burst damage! Caps isn't done yet! He's got 1, he's got 2!
Obviously, people are not gonna believe me because a lot of people say all these kind of things. But so it's not just up to me to show them, show all of you guys actually.
He is now the most decorated European player of all time. Your villain becomes your champion. He brought you MSI. He now looks...
They have the possibility to be the 5 best players in the region, if not the world. I think we saw that peak, for instance, in the spring split when they were crushing everybody. We saw it at MSI when they had to go above and beyond to beat SKT and then completely mop the floor with Team Liquid. That was peak G2 performance.
I'm just an optimistic person by nature, and I've done my homework. I've put this team together. I've made sure they have the best possible environment to succeed. Now it's on them. Everything can happen. But if you ask me right now what's going to happen, I say we're going to win Worlds and be the first team in the world, in the history of this game, to have the first Grand Slam, which is winning every tournament of the year they play. It's fucking tough, but it'll be really good. That's a lot of merchandising sales right there. That's a lot of apparel sold, just for that alone.